In this tutorial, we'll take a look at the AfterEffects workspace panels and display options. There are a lot of parallels between the AfterEffects interface and those of other Adobe applications such as InDesign, Illustrator, and Photoshop. Pointing these out to you as I go along may make it easier for you to get your head around what at first seems like a complex setup. It really isn't, as you'll see. Just be patient with yourself and approach AfterEffects with a sense of exploration. When you first open AfterEffects, you may be presented with the home screen, which looks like this. For now, go ahead and close it by either hitting the Escape key or clicking on the small AfterEffects logo in the upper left corner. If you want to display the home screen again, just click the small home icon in the upper left corner of the workspace. As we look at the application window, you'll see that it is divided up into sections, each with its own purpose. At the very top of the application window, you will see the main menu, from which you can access many AfterEffects operations, including setting preferences, editing, and accessing various panels. This is very similar to the other Adobe applications you are used to working with. Below that on the left is the Tools panel, from which you can choose a variety of editing and drawing tools. It includes, among others, a selection tool, a hand tool, a zoom tool, rotate tool, rectangle and oval tool, pen tool, text tool, clone tool, and eraser tool, the basic operations of which you are already familiar with. In the same row to the far right is the Workspace Bar. Here you can choose from a variety of workspaces depending on the focus of your work, and also create and save custom workspaces. For this course, you will normally begin working with the default workspace layout. You may want to choose Reset to Save Layout, just to make sure your workspace looks similar to mine in the upcoming tutorials. Below and over to the left, you will find the Projects panel. It is here that you will import and store the footage elements that you will combine to make an animation. These can include still images, video clips, sound effects, music, and vector files direct from Illustrator. Just like InDesign, you won't be working with the actual source files, but with links to them. So AfterEffects needs to know where the source files are located, or it will not be able to render your videos correctly. We'll get into that later. To the right is the Composition panel, where you will be able to play and view the progress of your video. Think of it as an artboard in Illustrator or a document page in InDesign, except with motion. To the right is where your auxiliary panels live, a set of stacked panels from which you will choose and apply various text, video, and audio effects and settings. There will be lots to explore here. Most of these effects are drag and drop, which will make your work much easier. Below that is the Timeline panel. It's a two-parter. On the left is a Layers section where you will arrange, animate, and sequence the movement of and changes to the footage elements in your composition. To the right is the actual timeline, where you will track and fine-tune how your footage moves and changes over time. It may seem a bit complicated at first, but once you get started with AfterEffects, you'll find it all makes perfect sense. That's it for now. See you in the next tutorial.